When developing your first game, remember that you are not just building a game, you are building your first community. This community will greatly influence not only the success of your first project, but also the fate of your future games. Many developers focus on graphics, story, or game mechanics when making game, but for long-term success, it is far more important to choose the right genre of first game. Because the player base you gather with your first game will be the first and most loyal players to reach your second and third games. A player looking for a game on Steam will think like this: the studio that made my favorite game has a new game out. Let me check it out. At this point, the genre of the first game becomes very important, because your community will expect a similar genre. Once you have built a certain player base with your first game, making games in the same genre will give you a huge advantage. It will be much easier to reach players who like the genre of your first game instead of finding players from scratch while collecting wishlist. Thus, you will spend much less effort on marketing and promotion for your next project and get higher returns. It will even be cheaper and easier to develop a new game because you will have a know-how and templates. Also, when you decide to do a game bundle on your Steam page, they will have to be similar games so that it makes sense. This can limit you in terms of making genre changes. Yes, this may be a disadvantage, but it also brings a lot of advantages. Because in the game industry, stability is the best way to gain the trust of players. You can easily stay in touch with the community you're creating during the production phase or your first game, and you can quickly deliver your future games to same community. Thus, your sales and marketing process will be much more efficient. In short, when you start developing a game, you are not just making a game. You are building the basis for your future games. Therefore, when choosing the game genre, choose it knowing that you will need to make games in this genre in the future. I plan to stick to narrative RPG genre when I'm making my own game. I hope we will have a long relationship with you. See you in next video.